See. Hi, everybody. It's Eliz-sha Keating from WisdomSeekers.net. I'm here with the first of the weeklies, Fire, Air, Leo, Sagittarius, from November 3rd to the 9th, 2019. And let's see what this week will bring us, because the first card I pulled was Celebration. And that's an exciting one, right? We always want to celebrate. So let's see what the first card is. Ace of Wands, which is basically a card of support, a card of transmutation, very positive, powerful card. A lot of powerful energy being used in your support. And what covers it is the Judgment card. And if you look at the Judgment card, there's not so much judgment as being pulled into the light from the dark. And just that's important because it means you're transmuting, but you're also becoming aware of the things that have happened in the past. And then what brought this on is the Hangman. The Hangman is a frustration card mostly because you're waiting, but you can also tell that there's something happening behind the scenes, things that you're unaware of happening with other people to create a change. Or you may not be aware of it. It might be that you are simply hanging in the dark, waiting and just hoping that things are shifting and changing. And today, what's happening about now would be the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is actually a very positive card, and that you're showing off who you are. You're showing off what your skills are. You're being consistent. You're being true to yourself. What's coming up for us on the 3rd would be the Princess of Pentacles. The Princess of Pentacles is looking at things in a nicer way, seeing life brighter, shinier, happier, surrounding yourself with things that are worthwhile or beautiful. But it's also a money card, so hopefully it means that we're easing towards more money as a general rule, more abundance than more money. Two of Cups is what the week is in total, and that is a balancing, a coming into balance with ourselves, our male or female energy, the yin, the yang, just creating a balance. And what energy supports us through the week? The Queen of Pentacles. And as an energy, the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who's very confident in themselves. So the energy would be for you to be confident about yourself. And then we have one major arcana, two major arcana. So the third major arcana is the Hermit. And the Hermit would be that we know a great deal. We're aware of a great deal that's happening in our life, and that would be because we've come out of the darkness and we're seeing things clearly. So yes, but it's also the Wayshower card. So being who we are is helping others to see a different way. And I have two more cards left, and they're both major arcana. The Fool, which means we're starting a brand new journey. And each week I say the same thing. And I swear each week we've changed that much that, again, we start a new journey. Things are changing and shifting so quickly at this moment that when we hang on to that which has been, we're not necessarily doing the best thing for ourselves. And sometimes it is letting go of the old relationship, or letting go of the old car, or letting go of the old ideas of what you want to do for university or something. It is very hard. But sometimes it's that we've shifted and changed so much that we no longer want to become A, we want to become B. And in 1,000 years, you would have said, never will I be B. But you changed, you shifted, you've grown. you're becoming B. And what's B? I don't know. That depends on the individual. The last card is temperance. And temperance means to be slow, take things carefully, don't rush into things. But my card, temperance, is also a card of taking in the new energy, shifting it about, and allowing and helping the heavens or the new energy to integrate into the earth energy, which quite frankly means kicking some of the old energy out. But you notice there that the flowers are thriving. Things things that were stunted, things that were not growing before, will start to become beautiful. And it is driving slowly, driving the dark energies back and allowing the more pristine, the cleaner energies to come in. But in the meantime, we still have to deal with the old energies to release it and let it go. And some of the old energies are very dark. Some of the old energies are not so bad, actually, and we want to keep them. Well, you can keep the old, not so bad energies, but they have to have a facelift. So celebrate. This is a week of celebration. Things are positive are happening. It's also a week of completion. Otherwise, you wouldn't have the Fool or brand new journey. So it is a good week. It is a good week energetically. And again, I'm not saying it's an easy week, but it is a good week. Pay attention to the positive and realize when you have a little bit of heartache that it's not necessarily the heart that's aching, it's the I have to say goodbye energy rather than this really hurts badly. Okay? Good luck and have fun. Hi.
So Lovely Ace asks, "Hi, may I know what to expect for this new month? Thank you."
Well, there's a tiny bit of drama towards the end of the month, but it's nothing that you can't handle. It's not over the top drama. It's just a little bit, what the heck? And then you look at it and you go, oh, I understand. They're letting things go and they don't realize they're letting things go. So the drama is a positive. And there's something to do with the car about mid-month. And I don't know what it is. So if you have a car, be careful of the car. Be careful how you drive it. Be careful. See if there's maybe check the brakes or check the battery, or just be very extra careful when you drive. There's also something very, I see you very shy and not shy, but sort of hesitant, but smiling hesitant. Maybe you're going to meet somebody that's interesting and you're just not sure how to move forward into the relationship. Smile a lot, have no expectations, and just see what happens. It may turn into something wonderful and may not. And it doesn't say whether it is a special somebody or just somebody that's important to you. It could be that you run into somebody who's a very old teacher. And I'm not talking about school teachers, I'm talking about life teachers. And you have a great deal of respect for them. I'm not promising you anything, but it is something that will create a feeling of pleasure in your life. Okay.
Molly Paulette says, "Hi, Elisha and Elle. What does Gemini want to tell me?"
I think he wants to tell you that he would like to make plans for you together, but he's not sure if that's the best idea at the moment. He wants things need to, what's the word? Need to grow together a bit more. It's not that you're growing apart, but you need to grow literally a bit together before he reaches out and tells you everything. There's a few things he'd like to tell you honestly, and I think you have an idea of what both of them are, but I'm going to leave that with you at this point.
The Polynesian princess says, "Hello, Elisha and Elle. How are you two doing?" And then asks, "Elisha, could I ask what Cameron is feeling towards me currently? I feel as if he wants to reach out. It's a very strong feeling. Thank you."
Always trust yourself over other people. Always trust your feelings from the heart over other people. He really would like to reach out. What he's telling me is the energy between the two of you is so strong, he feels like he might lose himself in it. And he's a little worried about that. So, but yes, he does want to reach out to you. That is definitely something that he's thinking about seriously. Okay.
She adds, "Yes, I've been trusting this for a while and feel like it's strongly divinely guided."
Good.
Blossom 11 asks, "Hello, I recently had a dream about someone being pregnant, but hid it. I would like to know, is this dream letting me know that it's true, or it is about me not being aware of the abundance that is coming?"
I think the latter. I think 90% most dreams are about yourself. I'm not a dream expert, but I suspect that you have some abundance coming, and you can't see it. And if I'm wrong, and you do have the ability to foretell the future, then congratulations. That's a powerful tool.
She says, "That's what I feel."
Hmm.
Lovely Ace says, "Thank you very much." Tanya Rosdobutko, sorry if I butchered that. That is a new name for us. What does Mark want to tell me?
Mark. Hang on. My legs are a little cold. Basically, he wants to tell you he's not 100% sure how to proceed in your relationship. He does not know how to proceed to the next step. It may not be. It sounds like it might be a little bit difficult for him to do this, because he really does not know how to make the next step forward. I think his next step forward. Okay.
Cassie Sue asks, do my guides have anything I need to know? I'm kind of at a crossroads.
Okay, first of all, they suggest you breathe deeply and look at the crossroads, the potentials you have, and look at the potentials you have. They're saying, and look at one road and look at the other road and see which one feels lighter to you, which one lights up. And basically, what I understand when you say at a crossroads, something has finished and you haven't found something new in your life yet. Just know that there is something coming up to show you the way. An offer will come in. An offer will come in or something like that. So just breathe and take this time to enjoy what your life is all about. Well, take time and enjoy the quiet for the time being. You may want to stockpile a little bit of that quiet energy for a while. Okay, it's going to be a little loud in here. My one daughter came home, and the dogs do have to say hello to her.
Blossom 11 says, thank you. Erica Kelly asks, I've been out of a real relationship for a few years now. Excuse me. Met a lovely guy at the beginning of October. We've gotten together 5 times and it's been wonderful. I'm thinking big thoughts, but going slow, taking it as it comes. I'm smitten. Do you feel any energy around him that could go the distance?
The fact that you're going slow is really, really super important. It's all right. I feel this guy is a little bit shy of going into a relationship. Probably had bad energy in another relationship. So with you go slowly, there is a potential. There is a strong potential. Make no demands. And when I say make no demands, I mean don't say, "Hey, don't ask where this relationship is going." Just say how much you enjoy yourself, and that you'd like it to continue. After the 3rd month, you should know if this is going to last or not. Their energy, if it lasts for 3 months, and there is a really strong potential. Try not to do too much daydreaming about how you want the relationship to go. Not yet. I don't think it's a bad thing to do that. I just think in this case, the guy's a bit jumpy, like a deer, and if he picks up any energy that is a little too not familiar, but if you give him too much, and when I say give him too much, I mean you say yes to everything and don't have an opinion of your own. Believe it or not, men do not like that. They want a woman who has ideas of her own and is not a pushover. It's a very oxymoron thing. I recognize that. Just don't be there. Don't change your plans to be with him and things like that. Maintain your center of identity, and things will go much smoother for you. Okay.
She says, yes, thank you so much. I'm glad I finally got to ask you live. Tanya says, thank you. The Polynesian Princess says, thank you so much for being here for us, Eliz-sha and Elle.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for allowing us to be here with you.
Yes, thank you.
Um, Donna Thomas asks, first off, Cassie Sue says thank you. Donna Thomas asks, is there any messages from my brother who passed away?
He says he's there with you all the time. Well, when you need him. So when you reach out and you start thinking about him, it's because he's there. Um, he is basically wanting to be a support for you. And this, he's recognizing that your life is not always easy. And he says that when he was alive, didn't recognize how much you knew and how much. And I apologize for this, for saying it online. He says he didn't recognize how much you suffered for some of the things that happened, and he would have been a bit more supportive if he had recognized fully what was going on. And he does, though you recognize him as a good brother, he thinks he could have been a little bit more supportive. And if it's anything like most brothers, uh, there is a tiny bit of blindness involved with family members. So he had no longer has that blindness, and he will be there for you. One of the things that he pulled in just at the last moment was how much he loves you, or rather than how much he loves you, he gives you love. And I'm sure you can feel that, because my feeling is you already feel and are already a strong empath, and that's probably what he was talking about. Good luck with that. Thomas, around our neck of the woods, Thomas it's a well-known family name.
Yeah. Jenny Jones asks, should I volunteer at my kids' school? I have horrible anxiety. I think the staff likes me, but I don't trust anyone for some reason. LOL. Oh, and I love your channel.
Thank you. I'm glad you love my channel. If you could give them towards the end of the day, if you could give them an hour here and there, and that way you've got a time limit. You're going to get out of the situation in a hurry. But it would be good for your son rather than for you. Yeah, I'm assuming it's a son. He's just said son.
Children.
Kids. Okay, it would be good for your children to have you there. And they might complain, of course, volubly, but at the same time, they do appreciate it. One of them especially requires a little bit of extra love. There's always one that requires a bit of extra love. And it might just simply be that. And if the anxiety gets too strong, then do it only every other week or something like that. It might be if you could go there simply for to direct traffic at the end of the day, and say, okay, that bus has come. You can go to that bus now, or watch out for that. The traffic, etc. Something like that, just so that you are present in the school, but as minimally as you can help, as you can get it. As for the trust, well, the only thing I'm picking up is anxiety, and I recommend that you get some granite. Granite is really grounding, and also when you start to get anxiety, start counting out of order, like 1, 7, 4, 110, 9, 50, things like that, because your conscious mind cannot, your subconscious mind cannot take hold, and anxiety is basically a fear of that, and it's usually caused by overthinking. So if you count out of time, you ground yourself, which means breathing deeply and grounding yourself, and that will help a great deal. Find a trigger. When you start to get anxious, find a trigger that will help you ground into a positive space. Find something that you look at and it just gives you, oh wow, memories, and see if that will help cut back the anxiety. If you can't do it, don't beat yourself up about it, but make sure you let your kids know how much you appreciate them, because it is for the kids' sake that you would do this. If not, and if you can't do it, you just talk to them a lot and explain that it's that you do love them. You just you cannot deal with that part of the outside world at this moment. And I don't get anything about trusting or not trusting the people there. They're people. There's always going to be gossip. There's always going to be some dumb ideas. No place is perfect. Okay.
She says thank you.
That was a long explanation.
Daria Avalos asks, hello, do you feel like I'm going to succeed university this year?
You're worried, huh? Because I think you've asked this before. So on a few subjects, it's a little bit nip or tuck. Not all of them, just one or two. The one that you're really worried about, if you can withdraw, then you have a W on your rather than on your thing rather than another one. Then just withdraw, because it feels to me that you have maybe one course too many. If you have the full 4-course load, that's a lot. That's a huge amount. So maybe but my feelings are that you actually can handle it. You're just really stressed out about it. Again, ground. Do one step at a time. Write everything down. Write all your assignments down so you don't miss them. And remember, C's get degrees. You don't have to have A's and B's. So the subjects that really stress you out, they're not primary subjects, then don't worry about them quite as much. And I know you're probably a very strong overachiever, but you don't have to worry about everything equally. Okay, good luck on that.
Queen Empress asks, hello, I'm new to this channel.
Don't recognize the name.
I wanted to know what to do. What do I need to do to get a question answered? Just type it in the chat.
In line?
Yeah, we answer all questions in the order that they come in. So just type it in the chat and we will get to it as soon as possible.
And if we miss one, people will tell us.
Yes.
And we will go back and look at it. Also, if we run out of time, I do weeklies 4 times.
Twice on Friday and twice on Saturday.
Hopefully. And on Monday, Aaron will be doing an interactive at 3 Pacific Standard Time. She's really, really good. And next Monday, it's my turn again. So there, if you don't get it this time, there's always more options.
Yeah. And we suggest to everyone to ring the bell for all notifications in case we do, because our times do vary on
Yes.
when we are live or not.
Yeah.
So
Like today, we have an in-depth with Elizabeth on Wisdom Seekers on our Facebook channel, and we're going to talk about cleaning and clearing. And I'm talking about cleaning and clearing out dirty old energy for specific kinds of situations. This woman knows her stuff really well. I highly recommend it. Plus, we always segue into a whole bunch of other things.
Anyhow, let's get back to the questions and answer as many as we can.
Yeah.
Before breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Running theme.
Because we're doing it before breakfast.
Kelly Brown asks, I heard that my mom has a new boyfriend. What is his name? And if you cannot give me a name, can you please describe his personality and how he is?
That I can do. Names are
So, is he good enough for my mom?
Or is it safe? Yeah. At the moment, your mom has stars in her eyes over this guy. So she's not seeing him clearly. He's a tiny bit controlling. I don't think he's controlling to the point where it's dangerous or anything. But your mom is very susceptible and probably needs a little bit of direction. At the moment, she really likes the guy, and they're happy. I suspect it won't last. How long they stay together will be different from how long how long it lasts. Your mother appears to need a sense of support in her life, and she doesn't. She's really willing to give her power away to somebody she like this, but she doesn't have her own power herself. Mm-hmm. So the answer to the question is, at the moment, it's good. I can't promise that it will stay good or for how long it will stay good. I'm sorry about that.
Nanny Drea asks, will I move out? Will I move closer to my hometown this month or anytime soon?
I believe the potential for you moving in November is very strong, probably towards the end, after the middle to the third week. The potential to move is stronger than any other time. Good luck on that.
Kylie Bowman, asks, I found a room for rent up north with a guy who lives in a 4-bedroom mobile home. Will it be a good fit for me and my husband? We won't have problems there with anyone.
The guy in the mobile home likes things in a certain way. If you don't spread out into the rest of the house and you keep things tidy, he's probably going to be fine. I suspect he spends a great deal of time working away. So he probably will have the control of the TV when he's not there. And I don't think he's a big TV fan anyhow, so that's not a big deal. But I would recommend, until you know this person, that you watch TV on your Androids or your devices rather than utilize his space. He's doing this because he needs somebody. He needs somebody to help pay for the living and things like that. I don't think he doesn't feel like a serial murderer or anything like that. So that way he's fine. He just feels a little bit uptight or anal. And if it's a room, then you're renting room month by month. You can always move to another place. After you get there, you'll have more options, I believe. Okay.
Donna Thomas says thank you so much. Jenny Jones says thank you. Benzimea asks, hey, can I ask what Helen feels about me romantically? We are both female, but she has a boyfriend. I don't know if she loves him or not, but yeah.
What spells me is the lady's name?
Helen, Helin.
Okay. I think she's one of the people that swings both ways. I suspect I'm not sure if she has a boyfriend or not, but I have a feeling that if she does, it's not really an open relationship, but anyhow, that's not what you asked. So I don't have to go into that. How does she feel for you? She has her eye on you, and she's well aware of you. I don't feel a lot of romantic interest. A lot of this one I think you might want to tread very carefully with. I'm not sure exactly what her values are, whether they align with yours or not. If they align with yours, then go ahead and everything. But what I'm picking up, I'm not 100% sure that they align with your values, and that's yeah, just be careful. Very, very careful. All right.
Okay. Chrissy B asks, my mother recently had a stroke. Myself and 2 siblings are caring for her at home rather than putting her in a nursing home. Are there any messages from for us from our deceased father?
He says he spends a great deal of time with your mother, and that they communicate a great deal of the time. And so with your mother indicates in any form that he's there, it's because he truly is there. Uh, he's very happy that you're so supportive and caring. And he knows it's not easy what you're doing. And it's not easy. But no, this is I can't quite grasp what he's doing, but he's giving out something, and it feels like it's something very soft, and it's probably warm. He's giving out warm, cuddly hugs or something like that. But there's something very soft. Also, if your mother sits a lot, make sure that it's soft on her bottom. I think that might be what it is. You can buy pillow. You can buy if she's in a wheelchair. You can buy pillows that are air inflated, and then they make a huge difference. My mother had one of those that was soft because she sat a lot in a wheelchair. But it's something soft. He's presenting something soft, and it at the same time, it's close. It's close to the hips when he's presenting it. So it's a picture rather than words. But he's very appreciative of what you're doing, and of course, he sends his love. Okay.
Toffee H asks, "Hi, honey. Love you and your energy. God bless you and your family. You did an energy clearing on me weeks ago, and I felt better. Thanks. Could you please do one on my nephew? He is always angry."
I can try. I actually should have his approval first, but I can try. Okay, so let me know in the.
Could you clear him for directed at her, like her personally?
I can clear him. It's just I should have.
No, I know.
I should have permission. So just basically let me know how it goes in the next couple of days. And I should do it for once every week for 3 weeks. But I never remember, so you have to remind me. Okay?
Yeah. Queen Empress says, "I see a lot of angel numbers: 4433, 411, 311, 88, etc. I'm wondering, what are the messages of my guides, angels, and ancestors?"
Usually when you get messages like that, they're suggesting that you're on the right track and you're heading in the right direction, and what you're doing, keep on doing it, obviously. What I'm getting is a sense of very happy for you, or delighted in what you're doing. It to get to where you are, it was a long road, basically, with ups and downs. And there's always going to be ups and downs as long as we're alive and breathing. But you handle it better now. You have learned a lot of lessons, I guess. You've learned a lot about life and the tools to use them, and they applaud you. And they suggest that more is coming up in the future, which you can handle with aplomb, and they're always going to be there for you. Yeah, something is coming up for you that would be could be on the tad of excited. It just be aware it's going to be a change in life energy for a little while, depending on how you handle it. If you handle it with ease, then it'll go away really quick. If you don't handle it with ease, and then it will last for a little while longer.
Next Champagne C asks, "Hi Elisha, good morning. Can we check into an update on Mario, please?"
I actually did this morning because I didn't get back to you yesterday, and I'm going to do it later. So why don't we just leave that, and I will try to get yesterday. Today is really crazy busy, but I did check in with him today, and I will write it out and send it to you. Okay.
She says, "Yay, thanks so much." Angela Napier asks, "I need some advice. I am an intuitive reader, but I have such bad feelings lately. Do you see something around me or feel something wrong?"
I do see something around you. Can you message me? Elisha
Facebook.
Keating on Facebook. It's the one with the blue,
Panther.
the Black Panther with the big moon behind it.
Anthony Geo asks, "Please, my daughter Maria, well, on the 21st, we'll have exams for getting into for an Australian citizenship. Will she be successful?"
My first impression is she will actually do really well. She's she's stressed about it a little bit, obviously, and there's not much you can do about that. You can't tell her. You can tell her not to stress, but it's not going to make any difference. My feeling is she will do quite well, and she will become an Australian citizen. She will become an Australian citizen. I can't tell you how long it'll take exactly, but she will.
Next.
Yeah.
Yasmin Fox asks, "Hey, what are the messages from my angels and spirit guides?"
So whatever you're working on right now, they're rooting you on. They're saying, "Go for it. You're doing great." And they sound like a pep rally. They really do. So you're doing something right now, and they're throwing as much support behind you as they possibly can. And they're also saying you're just about there, just a little bit more. And I don't know what it is, and you probably do, but keep it up. You're just about there, and and they're very pleased with you for what you're doing. Okay, good luck.
Jennifer Schwab asks,
Hi,
"Hello,
Jennifer.
ladies. Do my spirit guides have any messages for me? Thank you."
Basically, they're suggesting that it's now time for you to start I'm not exactly sure how to explain it. It's like practicing. It's not practicing what you preach, but teaching what you preach. It's time for you to stop being the student and start being the teacher. And you already are. You already do a lot of teaching. I noticed that it's sort of a natural way with you. You're very gentle, careful, and people don't necessarily see that you're teaching, but because you do it with positive reinforcement. But it is now time to step out of your comfort zone and maybe do a little bit more. Maybe start writing. I'm not sure but you have to have people around you who are interested in this and basically trust yourself that you do know sufficient to be a good teacher. And it's also a really good way to learn is by teaching. Okay.
Next. Chrissy B says, thank you. I appreciate you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Toffee H says, his name is Hassan. He is my nephew. He used to be happy. Now he's angry, sad most of the time, and he's only 14.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think that there's probably a bit of bullying going on at school, which is causing him a little bit of angst. I will do what I can. At 14, yeah, I can do that. No problem.
Angelina Pierre says, yes, I will. Thanks. Queen Empress says, thank you so much for sharing your gifts. I look forward to seeing more of you.
Thank you.
And the Dio, I apologize for butchering your name again, says, thank you so much, my dear. I feel that she will be successful as well because she has studied very hard. Blessings. And I'm going to end it on João Fermino, who asks, hello, darling. Will I get a job at Keating Estates? Is this the right job for me?
That's pretty cool.
Yes.
Keating Estates, that's pretty cool. They must be in Ireland, right? Keating Estates. I get yes, too, just like my daughter.
I mostly get yes because that's the family name.
Yeah. So, but yeah.
It's in London.
Yeah. But I mean, Keating is an Irish name.
Yeah.
So I actually did get yes. So go for it. Tell them you have a friend whose name is Keating too. But one of the Canadian Keatings.
Couple hundred years removed.
But you know what? I met a guy from Australia and his name was Keating and obviously removed, but he could have passed for my brother. So the Keatings keep the genes pretty strong.
Well, and the Keatings are also related to the Fitzgeralds and Patricks, yeah. So yeah. I did a genealogy for my grandmother once, looking for her husband's, my grandfather's family crest for my cousin.
Yeah. So yeah, but so yeah, it does feel like it's a good place, actually, Keating Estates. And be a place for you to learn more of your trade. And it also appears that you have a good fit for the place. So, and I see you sitting there, and I see a smile on your face. It's not necessarily a smile of pleasure, but a smile of business, a professional smile. But it's still there, and it's still working. And you're not unhappy. So, yeah, go for it. That should be fun. All right. And with that, I guess we're done.
Join us later today for our next live interactive here on YouTube and on Facebook with
at noon.
Elizabeth.
Noon.
At noon. So
Pacific Standard Time.
Yeah. So in an hour.
Yeah. I get to have breakfast first and I'm starving.
Jennifer Schwab quickly adds, thank you. The message was perfect. I understand that my spirit guides know I love my comfort zone. LOL. I look forward to the future experiences. And
you'll be good at it.
João Fermino says, thanks, darling.
Okay. So namaste. Namaskar.
See you guys later.
See you all later.
Bye.